Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Dimas Maulana Suryagali, and in this occasion, I'm gonna tell you a story. The title is The Mercy of Umar ibn al-Khattab. So, let's get started. In the vast, sun-scorched lands of Arabia, a figure emerged whose legacy continues to inspire and guide millions. Umar ibn al-Khattab, known as Al-Faruq, the one who distinguished truth from falsehood, a man of towering strength, fierce resolve, and unparalleled justice. But today, I do not wish to speak of his strength, his governance, or his military conquest. No, today I will tell you of his mercy, a mercy so profound, so humbling, that it stands as a lesson for us all. So let me take you back to the Medina, the city of the Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, where Umar ruled as the second caliph. It was a time of great transformation. Islam was spreading and the nation's Muslim community was growing, but with growth came challenge. And Umar, the leader, the savior of his people, bore this challenge on his broad shoulder. One night, as was his habit, Umar disguised himself and walked the streets of Medina. He believed that a leader must understand the plight of the people, not through report on messengers, but with his own eyes and ears. That night, as the city lay in slumber, he heard the faint cries of children. He followed the sound to a small, tattered tent. Inside, he found a woman tending to a pot over a fire around her. Children, while their faces itched with hunger. Omar, his voice soft yet filled with concern, greeted her. Peace be upon you, a servant of Allah. The woman startled but composed replied, And upon you be peace. What troubles you? Omar asked, though the answer was plain. The woman sighed, her voice heavy with despair. I have nothing to feed my children. I'm boiling water with stones to make them believe food is cooking. Perhaps they will tire and sleep. Umar stood silent for a moment, the weight of her words sinking deep into his heart. He finally asked, Why have you not sought help from the Caliph? The woman's response was sharp, her eyes filled with both sorrow and anger. The Caliph? How can he know the condition of his people if he does not walk among them? How can he claim to be a savior when a sheep suffer like this? Umar heart's edge. The Caliph, had failed these women and her children. Without revealing his identity, he turned and hurried and state treasury. There, he filled a sack with flour, dates, and fat. He carried the heavy sack on his own back, though his servant Aslam begged to take it from him. No, Umar said firmly. Will you bear my burden on the day of judgment? This is my responsibility. And so, Umar, the leader of the Muslims, carried the sack through the street of Medina. When he returned to the women's tent, he prepared the food himself. He stirred the pot, fed the fire, and served the children. The woman watched in stunned silence as the children ate. The cries turned to laughter. Umar sighed with them, a quiet smile on his face as though their joy was his own reward. Only then did the no woman learn who he was. Her eyes widened and his term, You are the Caliph? Umar nodded humbly. If ever you need anything, come to me and forgive me, for I failed you tonight. This was the mercy of Umar ibn al-Khattab. But his mercy extended far beyond the streets of Medina. During his caliphate, a severe famine struck the Arabian Peninsula. Umar forbade himself from eating anything but the barrels of sustenance bread dipped in oil until his people could eat their fill. His stomach would grow audibly, yet he would say, "How can I be full when those I am responsible for are hungry?" Umar's mercy also embraced those of their older faith. One day, as he walked through the street, he saw an old Jewish man begging. Umar stopped and asked, "Why do you beg?" The man replied, "I'm old, unable to work, and have no family to support me." Umar's face darkened with concern. "It is unjust that we took tax from you when you were young and left you to fend for yourself in your age." He immediately ordered that a stipend be given to the men from the state treasury. Under Umar's rule, welfare were extended not just to Muslims, but to all citizens of the state, regardless of their faith. And then there is the story of the camel. One day, Umar saw a camel striking under the weight of its load. He approached the camel's owner and said, "Do not overburden this animal, for Allah will hold you accountable for its suffering." The man, surprised by Umar's concern for an animal, nodded and lightened the load. To Umar, mercy was not limited to human, it extended to all Allah's creation. Now, let us pause and reflect. Umar, the man known for his justice, his strength, his uncompromising stance on truth, was also a man of deep compassion. His mercy was not a sign of weakness, but testament to his understanding of leadership. For Umar, mercy and justice were two sides of the same coin. Imagine a world where leaders carried the burdens of their people on their backs, where the hungry were fed before the leaders dined, where the weak were protected, and even the voiceless animals, the environment were treated with a care. Umar ibn al-Khattab's mercy is a reminder that the true strength lies in kindness, the true leadership service, and true faith is empathy. As we sit here today, centuries later, his example calls out to us. Are we merciful in our action? Do we carry the burdens of those around us? Do we see the hungry, the lonely, the suffering and act? The story of Umar's mercy does not end here. It lives in every act of kindness, in every moment of compassion, in every heart that chooses mercy over indifference. May we too walk the path of mercy. May we too embody the spirit of Umar ibn al-Khattab. So, that's all the story of the mercy Umar ibn al-Khattab. If there are any mistake, I apologize. So, thank you for watching all my video. Goodbye.